My name is Roberto Blake. I'm a graphic designer, and today I wanted to answer a very important question. What is graphic design? Now, I decided to do this video because when I went around looking on YouTube, most of the answers to this question were about 5 or 10 years old. So I wanted to answer the question, what is design in 2011? And the landscape of design has changed in a lot of ways. It's come a long way from us just doing print, logo design, typography, and branding. It's expanded in ways that I don't think anyone really could have imagined or appreciated even 5 or 10 years ago. Now we have to design across multiple levels of media, and it's not just limited to video, print, and web anymore. Even with web, it's become diversified. It's not just web anymore. It's digital now. It's mobile. It's not just handheld devices. It's tablets. It's LED screens that are doing advertisements in airports now, or even outdoor. Outdoor advertising has changed to be electronic, and even beyond that, it's changed to where we have these sliding grids that are moving with the stills as far as outdoor advertisements in cities like New York or LA, or even the graphics that wrap not just as a part around a truck or a van or a car, but the entire thing. So design has really changed and come a long way across all media. And I think it's important to recognize that, and that the field will continue to change and it will continue to evolve, and that we will find subsets of specialties and niches for everybody to get involved in. Design's also become more inclusive than I think it's ever been. I think that now most people, if they want to, if they have any type of visual skill set, can go into design. You can specialize in vectors, sure, and do illustrative design and digital illustration with Adobe Illustrator and programs like that that primarily cater to vector. But that means that you're not just limited in what you can do anymore. There's actually a huge market for that for freelancers in designing interfaces for mobile applications, application icons for the iPad and for the Android platform as well. I mean, so there's just so many things you can do with it now. Web designers don't just have to build websites. Now they can build mobile applications, they can build mobile websites. They're doing different things with marketing now to where it's not just websites, it's microsites, it's landing pages, it's WordPress blogs, it's templates. It's just growing and it's diversifying. And again, the market is saturated with everyone trying to jump into design, but that's fine because it keeps it competitive, it keeps it open, and it keeps everybody honest and forward thinking and really pushing themselves to that next level. So I ultimately think that the idea that anyone quote-unquote can jump into design right now, whether it's web or graphics or print or digital, I think that that's a great thing. I think we need more of it. And I don't think that design necessarily has to be elitist anymore the way it has been in the past. Additionally, design has changed in the fact that most people are in a position to actually self-educate them as far as the skill set. Before, there was a heavy interest in only going with quote-unquote, you could only be a professional designer if you went to a 4-year school or a 6-year school, or went to specifically an arts college that was well known and accredited for it, School of Visual Arts, Art Institute, Parsons, Pratt. Now more and more we're seeing some of the greatest talent in the freelance sector and even out of agencies are coming from people with a completely self-educated background. Autodidactic learning is still valid. It was valid in the Renaissance and it's valid in the new millennium today. So that's definitely something we're seeing a lot more of, and I'm really happy about that because I believe that design of all things should be inclusive and not exclusive. A lot of people usually their barrier to getting into this field is the expense that's associated with the Adobe products and the hardware and the software that you need to enter into this field. Now we live in a time where you can get a powerful graphics machine, I kid you not, for less than $250. I saw a deal on Newegg for a do-it-yourself computer you put together for $199. You slap a $20 DVD drive in there and put your OS and you're good to go. So for very affordably, you have a graphics design machine that has 2 processors, both running at about 2.8, and 4 gigs of RAM and a 0.5 terabyte hard drive. Pretty much all you need to handle all of your Adobe programs, and it boots up Photoshop like it's nothing. So, I mean, it's easy to get the hardware now, and in terms of the software, Adobe has made some wonderful advancements in how they handle their pricing. Sure, the prices haven't come down, but now you have subscription programs. You can get whole design suites from Adobe from as low as $129 per month. And no, that's not ideal, but in our field you get projects really easily. They're upwards of $500 per project. You land 1 or 2 of those a month, you can more than afford the cost of the Adobe subscription month to month until you can decide to buy the suite outright. So that's just something to look at even. Today, the power of Adobe Photoshop Elements version 9 is actually so powerful that for basic design needs, you could get away with using this program pretty much for everything you need to do in terms of web and print media, and even photo editing. It's actually come that far. I wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago, but now it's actually pretty robust, so you can actually do that and it wouldn't be a problem. In general, what is graphic design in 2011? It's something new and interesting and exciting. It's something that nearly anyone can jump into from any background, and whether that be in terms of your finances or your education, it's something that ultimately, as a community, we're more united than we've ever been. You have graphic designers sharing their trade secrets through their own blogs, through online forums and message boards in a way that we've never seen up until this point. So the design community is a lot stronger and more united and more inclusive to bring people along and help everyone move to that next level together than it's ever been. So that's fantastic. And if I had to explain what graphic design is in general, as opposed to what it is in 2011, it is pretty much plain and simple the ability to communicate and to solve problems visually. Ultimately, everything we do is about visual problem solving and about communication and the spreading of ideas, concepts, and feelings through our medium and through our digital work. Beyond that, I would also say that that graphic design is about communicating value. It's about communicating the value of those ideas, of those products, of those solutions, of those companies, of those brands. That's pretty much the core of everything we do. So I would just keep that in mind for all of you young designers moving forward. If you ever are put in a position where you have to qualify what graphic design is, it's the visual manifestation of problem solving. If you had a problem solving mentality, you can use skills and software to apply that to design, and you can become a graphic designer. If you were going to apply it logically, you could be a programmer. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. So this is what is graphic design for 2011. I'm graphic designer Roberto Blake. You can follow my blogs at robertoblake.com/blog. You can check out my work at robertoblake.com, and you can feel free to follow me on Twitter. Alright, thanks for watching.